It had been noted that the figurehead that was on the ship was beginning to rot. So we took her down to do some exploratory work and realised she was in a reasonably bad way and would need to be replaced sooner rather than later. I've been involved in a number of large projects since I've been here. This one, I think because of the artistry involved, has been one that I've really quite enjoyed. There's been a lot more creativity. The challenges involved in moving and fitting something like this, and thankfully being able to rely on experts in the field. You have to hope for the best and prepare for the worst. There was a couple of angles at the back just behind her hair which fits into the beak which needed to be sort of adjusted, but beyond that the angles all seemed correct. So we laid her down, got her nicely protected, lifted her onto the back and strapped her down. And then she was driven from there to Greenwich. Seeing her leaving on the back of the flatbed was, all kinds of horrible things go through your head. But she arrived here, we stood her up, readjusted the strops which were on her, readjusted the padding that was on, and then began the lift. Then she was offered up into the area she was going to be, and then strops and chain hoists were attached, which were attached to the bowsprit to the actual ship. She was almost there, and then there was a few adjustments, and then it's just a case of making sure we can cork all the seams between the two elements to stop any water ingress. And then she was in place. I know people find change quite difficult sometimes, going from one thing to another, and think that that was the way it was and that's how it should be. But I think that the work that Andy's done is just, second to none really. To make something look like that and feel real and anatomically correct, but correct within the boundaries of figurehead carving, I think is quite a feat. And I hope people take it to her heart, really. It's funny looking at her and sort of thinking back to this conversation in the office about projects we could do and what we should be doing, and that conversation is now up there and looks like it's always been there.